Hi, this is Bill with Dine Drink Vegas. It is January of 2023, and I'm standing here outside of room 23106, an executive king suite at the MGM Grand. What I want to do real quick is take you on a tour of the room, as well as talk to you about what it's like to stay in this particular hotel. This room is a little bit larger than most. It's designated a suite, and I don't know that it'd be great for entertaining purposes, but it is huge as a regular room, and it also offers the ability to connect to another room. Now, obviously, you can lock that door so it doesn't have to be a problem. As you come out into the main area, you've actually got a real nice space here where if you had somebody else, you could have them sleep on the couch. You've got a big TV. The TV is not perfectly positioned, but you can turn it around. We'll come back out into that space in a second. But first, I want to take you into the bathroom. You've got the dual vanity. And of course, it comes with all of your standard, hotel bath amenities. Got lots and lots of nice fluffy towels. You have a separate, in this room, shower and tub. Let's check out real quick what the water pressure is like on this rainfall shower. So the good thing is that the controls are easy to handle. You're getting a lot of water pressure, right? So that part is fine. That's a nice feature of this particular room. Now, given that nice waterfall shower, I'm not sure why they separated off the shower, but they did. Your standard toilet, one of the things which would be nice is if the toilet was separated into a different room so that two people could potentially use this space at once. That's not what they wound up doing though, and it's still a very nice, large space. Let's go out into the main living area. So you've got a great big couch, and there would be plenty of space for people to watch TV. One of the things I'm kind of surprised about is that there's only the one TV, but plenty of space for people to watch TV. And one of the things that I noticed earlier, if you pull up these cushions, there is, in fact, a pull-out couch option here, which, again, is very, very good if you've got extra people. Now, in my particular room, I didn't wind up getting a great view, but that's fine. I wound up getting this room as a comp from MGM, and it was really tough to complain about that, particularly given that the room itself is so very, very nice. You have a standard telephone, and there aren't on this table any useful plugs. But let's go over here to the work desk, because that's a great work desk area, and on it, you've got several different places to plug things in. You've got two standard power plugs there, as well as various other sorts of connectivity options. Now, if you haven't been to Vegas before, you know not to touch things on the minibar until you intend to purchase them, because it will be charged automatically to your room. Speaking of minibar, this room does still have one. And what I'm going to bet each of those beers is probably about 12 or 15 bucks. You know what? Sometimes late at night, that's not the worst option in the world. One of the things which bothers me is there's not an immediate printed menu out, which tells me about that. Now, one of the things to know is that you can't store your personal items here. If you want a refrigerator, you've got to pay $35 a day, and there's not any sort of coffee facility here in the room. There is, though, your standard ice bucket arrangement if you want to go to one of the stores downstairs. You've got a real nice large closet space. One of the other things I want to talk to you about is the windows, because they've got a really cool feature. They've got two different levels of how much light you can shut out. And it's controllable on each window, but on one side, it's a blackout blind. So if you want to sleep late at night, you've got that option. And then on this side, if you want more light in the room, you can do it to make the room a much brighter space. And that's great, because one of the things I hate in Vegas is when I'm trying to sleep in the morning, the light comes streaming in really, really early in the day. You do have a clock, which actually appears to be set at the correct time. I think that's the first time that's happened to me in a hotel in a while. You've got a power plug, but there's no USB plug. So if you're going to stay in this room, make sure that you bring some way to physically plug in whatever your device charger is. A little bit more storage. Of course, you have individual climate control. Another TV, and one more power plug. So I'm going to talk in just a minute about what it's like to stay in this hotel, but before I do that, let me recap this room. It is a huge, big space. It was actually available for me as a comp, which is kind of surprising because I don't gamble all that much. And a lot of times you can get this for not much more than the price of a regular room. And if you can, I would absolutely do it. You got space for plenty of people. One of the kind of weird things is that you don't have any ability to plug USB in, but that's fine. That's one of those things you can manage. And I do like the ability to manipulate what level of curtain you have here. Now, in terms of staying at the hotel, I think probably the single biggest thing that you need to know is that this place is enormous. I'm sure there may technically be some larger hotel in Vegas, but I can't tell you what it would be. I was walking around earlier, and I've been walking around this space for 2 decades. It takes a while to get where you're going, and that's okay, right? If what you want is the ability to eat at almost any kind of restaurant you can imagine, a big active nightlife scene, all of those sorts of things, then this is probably the spot for you. If what you want, on the other hand, is get where you're going quickly, then this is probably not it. So again, it is January of 2023. This is Bill with Dine Drink Vegas, and this is an Executive King Suite at the MGM. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, I would really appreciate your support for the channel by hitting like and subscribe. Also, ask us any questions you have in the comments section below. One of the things that we try to do on this channel is bring you fairly short and focused videos so you've got the information you need to make a decision about where to stay on your next trip to Vegas. If we've done that for you, please support us, again, by subscribing to the channel and telling your friends. Thanks so much, and happy travels.